Hello there everyone, welcome back to another one of these videos. If you've seen the end of the last video, then you know what this video is. You've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. This is another one of these what if videos or idea videos of what we could see from a Fortnite X tbate collab. So, yeah. Obviously, the slideshow is made by me. So, I'm gonna get into it and kind of go just like randomly talking at the end of the video. Now, I do want to state that I have two sides to this, both the current anime adaptation and the like mahnwa slash part of the light novel adaptation. And I should state this: I have read most of the manhwa, not all of it, but I've read most of the manhwa that's currently out. I have not read any of the light novels, so I don't know some of these light novel characters. Or at least I've heard of them, I just don't know them. So, once I get to that section, you can leave the video if you want for no spoilers, I guess. So, just keep an eye about that. You'll see it once that slide comes up. To start this off with, we have Arthur. He has two styles, kind of one where he's just in his like casual normal outfit, and one where he's in his no adventure persona. We have Sylvie, like the as her just like little like baby dragon self. Um, and for his pickaxe, I was thinking of Don's Ballad. So, yeah, it's pretty simple. It's pretty easy. Tessia. I'm not going over her last name because that's just really difficult to go over. Uh, One style because it's kind of she kind of just wears that one style after the whole like time skip part. After a few years of Arthur living in Illinois, I didn't know what to go for a good pickaxe here, so I just went with a basic wooden sword. And for back bling, I was thinking of the monocores. Like it's in different edit styles where it goes over the different stages of what kind of core it is. And I think it'd be kind of cool if it was reactive to the amount of kills you got. So the more kills you got, uh, the more the monocore progresses through different colors. So I think it'd be kind of an interesting concept to see. For the third skin, we have Jasmine. Hey, actually, now that I think about this, this is easy because they're not difficult names for me. They're names I would come across in just my average life. Um, she has one style, and her pickaxe is her like dual daggers. This looks more like a long sword, but I'm pretty sure they're daggers. So yeah, pretty nice. Um, Fourth skin, Virion. Virion? Yes, Virion. Or Virion? Virion. I'm going with Virion because it's just easier. One style. Oh, okay. Two styles. One where he's just in his normal state, and one with his with the beast will transformation of his Shadow Panther, which did look pretty cool. For pickaxe, I was thinking of like the claws of a Shadow Panther. He doesn't really use a weapon in like particular, so I was just kind of thinking of like claws that I thought I saw. At least I think I remember it. And as a back bling, Vivian's old. Like he's that's a little bit harsh, but he is pretty old. So I was thinking of just like a map of the entire like country of Dicathan, or like a map of Eleanor, because I think it'd be kind of a cool like concept to see the map of the like of the world. So yeah, I guess that's interesting. Free pass, Sylvia. Now, granted, I don't know how they'll make this work, but I don't plan on questioning it. Sylvia, uh, since she kind of just looks like a hunched over gremlin. Sounds so rude, but like, I don't know why I said that. But it's not rude. It looks really weird. Um, but yeah, her. I don't know. This armor style just looks fucking sick. She has yeah, she has one style which is just that her pickaxe is her like claws because she has like pretty big claws in that like big sheet of armor. And then for backbling, I was thinking of the egg that Sylvie was in, or like the gate that was open to allow Arthur to kind of be propelled deeper into the forest. For the upgrade pass, I guess now that I look back at this, I completely dropped the whole theoretical part when I was making this. So, kind of sad, but I don't know. I guess I just gotten used to this. Upgrade pass is Kinggrey. Obviously, he has his sword, which looks pretty sick, honestly. I didn't really question what his blade looked like. Now, granted, this is kind of spoilers for. I should have worn that shit sooner. Um, man, I'm just terrible at fucking warnings. Uh, a picture frame, like a framed picture of Gray and his friends. If you know, you know. Actually, I'm pretty sure we already know them in the mahnwa. I don't remember. It's been a while. Uh, those who know, you know. That's my point. And for I don't know, I've always liked the idea of the whole like Doctor Doom emote that we saw. So I was like, oh, this throne emote always looks cool. So I just threw it there. Quest glider is I. Th- is that how do I spell it? Hold up. I spelled Sylvia in two different. This is embarrassing. Jesus Christ. Uh, Ignore my fucking spelling. It's just terrible. But for the quest glider, obviously, I think it'd be a cool idea to see Sylvia because this looks like a. It's a fucking dragon glider. Who doesn't find that shit cool? Uh, that and it just her design is overall just pretty good. So, uh, all right. Potential POI Eleanor Kingdom. So I just thought that would be kind of an interesting idea. Now this is kind of my first time doing this, but I have now chosen a boon. I've chosen new mythics. This one is a boon that I thought would be kind of funny. The Monocore. We pull this up. Collect a Monocore boon. Each upgrade to the Monocore increases range and damage for all magical types. It starts off as a black Monocore and works its way up to white Monocore. The ranks are black, red, orange, yellow, silver, and white. I'm skipping the dark, medium, and light stages of the Monocore because we would never be able to reach a white core at that kind of rate. It would kind of work like the whole the OXR ranks or the hero ranks that are currently in Fortnite anyway, so it'd work similar to that. And I didn't specify on how you increase your Monocore. That's just by overall doing damage to players. So, I feel like I should just make that clear. Mythic magic sword. Works like a normal sword at first, doing 50 damage for each swing for the magical sword's M1 attack. The M2 is a magic fusing magic fusing. Infuse magic into the sword and deal damage is increased for 10 damage is increased for 10 seconds before being put on cooldown, and the damage can vary between different monocolors. A black core increases the damage from 50 to 55, red from 50 to 60, orange 50 to 65, yellow 50 to 70, silver 70, 50 to 75, and white 80 to 50. So you kind of just have to like run for it. So that sounds a little bit more broken than I kind of thought it would be. So yeah, maybe I'm going a little bit overboard with this. Elemental Blast. Shoot random elements out of your hand, such as wind, water, or fire, water, wind, and earth. Deal 20 damage on base and 50 damage when upgraded to a white monocore. M2. I called this. I don't know why I called this shit. Whatever. I don't know. It's just substitute names. Elemental Cannon. Channel full force of the elements, fire, water, wind, and earth, into a full powerful blast that deals 120 damage on base and 150 damage with a white monocore. So I don't know, I think that seems a little bit weaker, but whatever, I guess. Mythic Deviant Magic Thunder. I didn't really go over all kinds of magic. I just kind of go over the ones that I can remember off the top of my head. M1, Thunderbolt. Shoot at a Thunderbolt that deals 50 damage while leaving a stun effect for a few seconds. M2, Thunder Wave. Shoot a wave of thunder from yourself, dealing 100 damage and leaving a stun effect. The Thunderbolt kind of reminds me of Zeus's lightning, or like the Zeus's lightning, something like that. Mythic Deviant Magic Healing. M1, Heal Bubble. Heal yourself and teammates for 5 HP for each tick for a few seconds. M2, Siphon. When M2 Siphon gets a Siphon effect that lasts for a minute. Siphon? Depending on which one you're low on. That's not how Siphon works. That's also not how Siphon works. Oh no, it grants me the ability. It's been a while since I last wrote this. From what I remember, this grants you the ability of the Siphon effect for a minute. Then you have to kill an enemy in order to gain the Siphon effect. So it's kind of just Siphon with extra steps. Okay. What we could see from mahnwa or light novel, yada yada. I barely went over the light novel in this situation, so yeah, let's just get into this real quick. Arthurleywin land/school outfits. Obviously, this is when he goes to Xyrus Academy. That's just his school uniform. Then we have his uniform once he becomes a lance. I don't really think this is the lance uniform, but I don't know. It's a fucking sick outfit. He wears a lot of cool looking outfits throughout the series, so I'm fucking rolling with it. The third, I put in a lot of styles here without really doing anything for like the pickaxe. The next style is an armored version of Arthur. in his in in his armor when preparing to go to war with Alacria. And that's just more spoilers for those who have only actually if you've gotten this far, then you definitely already know about this shit. And then a fourth style, which both this is just a battle damage armor, which looks sick, but also it's the Realm Heart physique. I'm pretty sure that's what it was called. Uh, so yeah. And then I already used Dawn's Ballad as the pickaxe earlier, so I didn't put a pickaxe for this version of Arthur. So all I did for a backbling was the disguise that he uh, puts on for Sylvie. Gray / Ascender Gray. You get my point. Uh, yeah, he has two styles. One where he's kind of just in like a casual. I don't know. It doesn't really look casual, but it's like it's not as like ready for battle kind of thing. The next one is a more armored up version of Gray, one with the like white hood and so on and so forth. And then we have a style without the hood on, so you can take that hood on and off if you want. And then obviously the sword is his pickaxe, which is obviously Regis. And I think Regis could either be a back bling, I don't know, like a little mini Regis, or it could be a glider, which I think would be kind of fun and interesting for his character. I don't know why I keep blanking out. I was like, oh, spoilers. I'm like, those who are watching this far most likely either don't care about spoilers or are just fans of the overall series. Tessia, a style for her time at Xyrus Academy, and one during the war with Alacria. And then the final style is still kind of. It looks similar to Tessia with her like in her armored style, except it's like less armor and more of I don't know. It's more of a less armored version of the previous style, I guess. Her backbling is the Elderwood Guardian, like a little mini shrink down version of the Elderwood Guardian. And her pickaxe is this. It's not a spear. It looks like a lance. Is it a lance? Is that what those things are called? I don't know what weapons are specifically called. It's not really. It's not exactly a sword. Because it looks like a lance, like a I think that's a lance. I might be completely stupid about that, but I'm pretty sure that's a lance. But it's whatever she's holding in this last photo here. I don't remember. I'm also really tired right now, so I'm kind of just blanking on names right now. Elijah / Nico, and we do actually see Elijah at the end of season 1. I literally haven't watched the actual tbate anime until like a month or later after it was done premiering. So it was kind of cool. He has two styles. One where he's kind of like back when he's with Arthur when he's training as not when he's training. Back when Arthur was Note in the Adventurers Guild. Elijah also has his second style as his time in Zyrus Academy. And finally, this last style is that of Nico, which looks more like a formal uniform rather than anything in particular. And I couldn't really think of anything for like a good back bling or pickaxe, but I saw this one panel, and I was like, all right, that looks fucking sick. I'm just gonna go with it. So, yeah. Uh, Ceara. Literally don't know anything about this character, so I'm. Those who've read the light novel, I know you guys will know, but I don't. All I do know is that fucking sword is sick. Like what the fuck? This sword is sick. I don't know. I don't know enough about her character to like choose a good back bling or anything else interesting or whatever. So yeah, it's kind of boring. The glider is Sylvie. When she's all grown up in her actual dragon form, or when she's more grown up, since she's technically still not all grown up, since she's not an adult. I don't know. We could also, so this is kind of like a suggestion of what we could see the rest from this collab, such as more of the Leywin family, members of the royal family, like the elven royal family and the human royal family. I'm not going over the dwarves. I don't care. Like, don't get me wrong. Actually, we don't even get information on like most dwarves in the series, except for I think a lance or two, like a few of the lances are dwarves, and they don't. Dwarves don't have a good reputation here, because these fucking royal dipshits. I'm so glad they're dead. That's all I have to say. Number 3 are the lances. Number 4 are the scythes. 5 are the asuras, and then 6th is the other members of the Twin Horn Party, and there are probably more. So if you have your own suggestions for what you can see, then just put it below. We'd have to wait until that chapters for more of these characters come out because we literally don't have anything else for them. So yeah, it's kind of sad. So my question is, should I make a part 2? And if I should I go over a little bit more about the mythics or whatnot? My next video is going to be the Misfit of the Demon King Academy. You already know that. You can see by the image, but that's not really what I was going to talk about. I've already been working on 2 slideshows for the next upcoming 2 weeks. So yeah, this video will be up by then. I do have one other video, and it's for ORV or ORV fans. So I started reading the mahnwa for ORV online, so I was reading it on Webtoon. I kind of binged it in the span of like 2 weeks, since it's kind of like the only time I've actually ever really read anything just online during the school day. So I wanted to state that I have made a sheet of paper of the characters, the backblings, and the weapons, and what else I want to see in this, because I really enjoyed reading Omniscient Reader's viewpoint, because it was fucking good. And I know it gets better based on what everyone fucking says about the novel. So, I don't know shit about the novel, and going over what I did for this video, I'm not going over the novel. I'm going to go for things in the manga because it's easier, it's more convenient for me to find, get access to, yada yada. I'm also just really impatient when it comes down to reading actual chapter books or just straight up novels. So I have the sheet of paper with pretty much everyone I have on here and everything I have there already because I'm impatient and I'm not going to sit around and wait for the anime adaptation because I don't know when that shit's coming. Because I don't know when that's coming out. I am pretty happy for that though. So I'll be making that video after the Misfit of the Demon King Academy one. So you kind of know what to expect for the next 2 weeks. First it's Misfit of the Demon King Academy, then it's going to be ORV. So I hope you guys have a good day. Actually, no, before I hop off, I did want to say that I I'm going to go over my own opinion of the tbate anime because I admit the first 2 episodes are pretty fucking horrendous, especially animation wise. They did get better with the animation after the second or third episode, and I'm like, okay, this isn't terrible. I know that there are people who are complaining about it just looks like some generic, boring isekai, and I was like, that's kind of how it is at the start, if you really think about it. Because the good part... There's nothing, super, super major that goes on during the first season, if you really, look at the grand scheme of things. There are, important parts to it. That's for sure, but there aren't too many for it to really be, a game changer. I don't like it. I was like, the animation's fine. It was overall it was all right. I wasn't that nitpicky, unlike other tbate fans. So I was like, it was a pretty meh adaptation in my opinion. I definitely agree that it definitely could have done better with a different studio, but other than that, I think it was alright. I'm just gonna read the manga and I'll keep up with the anime either way, so it doesn't really matter in my opinion. Sorry, I've been rambling on for a little bit. I hope you all have a good day, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.